So I've noticed in the comment sections of most of my videos, a lot of you are screaming out for more DayZ footage and me just doing stuff in DayZ. The problem with that was my plan was at the end of 2012 there was meant to have the alpha for DayZ to come out, and naturally that didn't actually happen, so that kind of screwed things up a bit. My plan was to play War Z until that came out, and I got bored of War Z well before DayZ has come out. But luckily, they've brought out some new footage for it. Got some sweet new screenshots, like the comparisons of the before and afters with the mod and the existing thing. Some of the new features that they've gone over in this video, I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. It's really good. It looks like we're going to have a much better map. They've added in a new island to the Chinaris map, as well as a swamp, which would add some new details and just a new environment for us to engage ourselves into. Another feature that they've had is you can customize your character with like clothing, like change your pants, your shirts, shoes, stuff like that. I'm sure it's going to have, you know, little varieties of that. So one, you can have yourself look unique to everyone else, or two, maybe if you wear a jumper, you won't get as cold as other people. I don't know. I reckon that he will probably have stuff like that in there. Either way, it's a nice little cosmetic thing to have in there instead of just full ghillie suit like we're used to with the mod. The buildings, most of them are enterable. In the video it shows there's a few buildings which we all know to be unenterable are now enterable in the video. It also shows that the building is fully furnished, so you've got all the like chairs, fridge, stuff like that in there. Another thing is, we're all used to in the mod that loot spawns in nice little piles in every building, and there's usually like 2 to 3 per building, and you just run in there, check to see if the piles don't run out. In the standalone, he's now completely customized the way loot spawns, and it'll now spawn in kind of random like areas, and also be in hard to reach areas. So it can be behind TVs, underneath tables, beds, behind chairs, or it could be like right out in the open, like in the middle of the floor and stuff like that. The idea behind this was so that you like when you run in, people won't clear it out as easy, like unless you're very thorough. So it gives you the option of, if you're trailing a person, or if heaps of people have gone through like a city that you're in, you still have the option of finding, like, say, a can of beans, or like, a small useful flare or something like that someone hasn't picked up because it's hiding behind something. So that's a really interesting and a really good feature that he's put in there. He's also changed some of the way loot, zombies, and equipment and stuff will spawn, so it's like a better anti-hacking countermeasure. So that's really great. All the screenshots of it, like the graphics look great. Everything looks pretty sweet. I'm really keen to get my hands on this game because I really do want to get back into DayZ. Even though like you want these videos and for me to do more stuff, just with the mod, just there's not really much happening with that. Like there's very few people on the Australian servers. When I get in there, it's very hard to find people. I haven't had any problems with hacking in that game, but it's just, yeah, I really want to do more things, but it's hard to, bring out these videos of me, say, like, killing people or grenading people or just doing anything when there's no one else in the server. Like, no one really wants to watch me just rambling on to myself all alone on the map, just completely by myself. So I'm really hoping that it'll come out soon. It looks like he's got a playable version at the moment. He talks about bugs and stuff in the video, and I reckon in probably a month or two, or 3, we'll probably be seeing a hands-on playable version of this game. So it looks pretty sweet. I encourage you to go look at this video, and I apologize I haven't been brought anything out. So at the moment, really, there's not going to be much DayZ footage unless I find, unless I'm like doing something with other people on DayZ. Apart from that, then yeah, I've pretty much just got my Dota, and I've also been playing a game called Path of the Exiles. I might be bringing out a video on that. So yes, thank you for still sticking with the channel. I will have more DayZ footage as soon as the game's released.